welcome. It's Michael Murray with Benzinga here at the Future of Digital Assets Conference in New York City. Brian Esposito from Diamond Lake Minerals joining us here. Brian, it's great to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Great to be here.
Pleasure to have you guys here. Give us a quick introduction for anybody that's not familiar to Diamond Lake Minerals and what the company's all about.
Absolutely. I'm honored to take over as CEO of Diamond Lakes in August of this year. We are a multi-strategy operating company focused on developing, building, and acquiring new companies. Think of us like an old school General Electric conglomerate model. Underneath our parent company, the idea is multiple holdings across multiple different industries, wealth preservation, wealth enhancement for our shareholders, get these companies completely sound, financially sound, help them support their operating profitability, their margins, get them rocking. What we're doing that I think is the missing piece in the industry and what I'm excited about bringing to the market is that each of these holdings will have a security token offering attached to a business unit within our subsidiary. That's through our partnership with INX. So I believe we've created the hybrid approach of traditional investment securities with the future of digital assets, with something that people are familiar with. They may not know how to get a digital wallet. They may be intimidated by going through the KYC of another exchange, but they know how to buy a stock. And hopefully DLMI is a stock that they're proud to hold in their portfolio and one that's operating in a digital asset space.
That's terrific. So we've talked with a couple of firms today about tokenizing real assets, tokenizing companies, tokenizing real estate, et cetera. So give us a feel for anybody who might be less educated about this subject. What's the benefit of tokenizing a company or providing a secondary market beyond just the tangible asset underlying?
Yeah, well, the way we're looking at it is you're opening up the opportunity for KYC regulated investors from around the world to be able to participate in business units that they never had access to.
Sure.
So for us, that's a great benefit and on a 24/7 basis. It's not just timed to the traditional trading patterns of regulated exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, and so on and so forth. So for the first time in this world, thanks to technology, things like blockchain, thanks to regulated exchanges like INX, we have the ability to invite investors that are either credited or KYC to be able to be part of that business that they may have watched from afar or that they saw online or they see their YouTube videos and they say, oh, I wish I could have gotten involved into that company.
Right.
Now they have a chance to get involved into it, which is what we're really excited about.
The democratization of investment is obviously something we're huge at on Benzinga. We love the concept of more people being able to get involved. So that part of it's really exciting. Take us through the economy at large, the macro factors that have been affecting us, like interest rates, like geopolitical uncertainty, wars abroad and internally. How have those things affected any of the companies that are a part of Diamond Lake Minerals or a part of the underlying holdings? What are you guys looking at for 2024?
Yeah, well, with my history, I've been through the dot-com bubble. I'm going to age myself now. I've been through the dot-com bubble. I've been through the '08 housing crisis and everything that went through. So I am so used to the idea of that there's going to be a correction or a fall somewhere in some industry, but there's always an opportunity.
Yeah.
And within my private career, over 23 years as an entrepreneur, building and acquiring and starting companies, my private holdings, Esposito Intellectual Enterprises, has over 110 companies in the holdings, operating over 25 different industries, and proudly accumulated over 200 joint ventures around the world. So
wow.
I've created what I hope is as de-risked model as possible for my own benefit and the companies within our holdings, and now taking that into the public markets. My job and my only job is to protect shareholder value and to hopefully enhance and increase shareholder value. And I don't think there's a better way of doing that than going back in time and looking at companies like GE, Berkshire Hathaway, Wayne Benzinga, what he did with waste management, all different types of companies. Have a diversified portfolio of holdings, which we intend to have. They all complement each other. They help each other. They share resources. They open up new markets. There's great executives that will be leading these companies forward. So if there's one industry, like you're mentioning, that could be down or having some sort of an issue in the markets, or there's just no interest in that industry at the moment, we'll have other ones to offset that. But now we're also going into a time where we hope when security tokens become very mainstream and you can go onto your Charles Schwab account or call your broker and actually buy a security token, that will offset the volatility that markets traditionally have, because now there's new ways of capital coming in. There's new ideas, of whether they're fiat or crypto or digital security. There's ways to bring in resources for companies that aren't solely relying on revenues and traditional capital markets.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, we look forward to getting the word out about Diamond Lake Minerals. Very excited with what you're building, especially in the tokenization. Can't wait to see what comes next.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good day, man.